see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bag.
All right, so this is BPM. It's everyone's favorite game show of DJ debates. Mickey, the producer, is going to pull out a topic out of the Wheel of Death. Rich and I get 1 minute. There's no Wheel of Death. Are we kidding anybody anymore?
It's above the fridge.
It's above the fridge.
Yeah.
We're not even using it anymore.
Yeah.
It's post-production. We'll show it off. But hey, so he's going to bring off a topic. Rich and I get 1 minute each, hence the name, beats per minute, to debate the topic. Our boy Don Carlo is going to referee for us. He's going to tell us his opinion, who was right. I'm down one, man.
You're down two. If I win this episode, I beat you in Cincinnati, Ohio last week. I'm going to beat you in Chicago. And if I beat you again,
it's not going to happen.
We're going to rename the episode.
Right, I'm really focused.
Cranston's
They disagree
minute.
with you. You paid them or something. I don't know why they kept agreeing with you. All right, Mickey, spin the wheel. Give us that topic.
All right, guys, tell me your thoughts on this one. Thoughts on offering this to venues. Venue provides a client with your info and the referral, and that client ends up booking with you. Would you pay a percentage to the venue for that referral?
All right, so am I willing to pay a percentage of our booking fee to the venue for the referral? Mickey, you ready? We go in here? Start my 1 minute. So, look, we don't operate in that way. I mean, I understand the philosophy behind it. We should all be making money. But I think that there are better ways to do it than that. I think that the money's, if you're paying for those referrals, that's temporary and fleeting. So really what our recommendation is go build a relationship with these people, right? Get out there, be in their office, explain to them how referring you is going to make their life easier, right? It's not just the first person that's going to pay them is the best person to give the referral to. I mean, we get called for those like magazines all the time, like, hey, pay a certain amount and you're the new referral for this country club or whatever. I'm going to get out there. I want to explain to them, look, if you refer us, here's how we make your life easier. I think that's going to last longer than just, hey, I'm going to cut you 10%. Now, look, of course, you should reward referrals. At the end of the year, you should be sending things out, thank you letters, gift cards, cookies, whatever. But no, I think there are more longer lasting things than paying for a referral. Rich, what do you think?
So I'm going to agree with you partially because we're not in the brand. Our brand is not in the business of, all right, you booked one wedding and we're going to give you $250. But I would like you to kind of look at the lens of, if you look at all the referrals that venue is going to garner you, take a certain percentage of all that money and then you put it back to the staff in the form of whatever, right? Because most of the people working at, I love how you said we're going to make your life easier, and that is true, but that's not going to pay their electricity bill. So a lot of these event managers are younger professionals, maybe before the family age. They need money. So what I would do I would probably put a percentage of those bookings, and then I would inject that back into their staff in the form of whatever, spa treatments, grocery, gift cards, stuff like that, stuff that's going to help them out, and it's not going to be a dollar for dollar thing, but it's a thank you.
I think we're saying the same thing, unfortunately, to make this a very boring debate. I think we're saying the same thing, but I think in the way the question is worded, that a quid pro quo of I get a booking, I send them money is a very fleeting relationship.
Yeah.
It's not going to last.
Yeah.
Don Carlo, what do you think?
Sketchy too.
It's sketchy.
Like you said, I believe it's a draw. It's a draw between you guys because both of you guys had a good answer. So
all right, it
depends who are you guys dealing with. Again, the venue, like you said, if it's more of a younger, staffing, or if more older staffing, so it's
some venues actually, in order for them to refer you, they ask for your money.
Yeah, and
we have a couple in our area that do that.
Well, there's always some slick talking marketing company, right? That they call a venue and they're like, "Hey, I'm whoever marketing company. We should make a book, like a magazine that you put out at your venue, and inside will be advertisements for the vendors that are your preferred vendors." But they're not really preferred vendors. They're the
vendors
first
that paid.
3 venues in every vendors in every category that decide to pay their marketing. So
yeah,
that marketing company makes money and the venue makes money, but it's not really their preferred vendors. I mean, I've been part of those where they call me and they say, "Hey, do you want to be part of this?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not paying for that." And then the venue still refers us. There's 3 crappy vendors in their magazine that decided to pay the money that are still not getting referred by the vendor. They're still referring us.
Yeah.
So forget that. All right,
Mickey, what you got?
We didn't really disagree on that one. Damn it.
Here's an easy one. Is it a good or bad idea for all-day pricing?
That just needs to die. I saw one the other day. Stop. If you're doing all day pricing, please stop. For the rest of us that are trying to actually earn a living, stop doing all day pricing. Value yourself. Set a certain amount of hours. I mean, if you are doing all day pricing, maybe you have a day job. Are you going to work 16 hours for the same amount of money that you're going to do for 8 hours? Yeah, the answer should be no.
Well, of course you're right. But for the sake of this being a debate show, I'm going to at least put out a hypothetical devil's advocate kind of thing. If I'm a new DJ company, right, and I'm looking for a way to leverage something different, a differentiator, right, because everyone's good and I'm new, I got to be different, then maybe all-day pricing is something just to stand out. Now, look, of course, you still need to, make a rate that, values what you do, your talent. So I'm not saying it has to be a low price, but, make it a high rate and say it's all day. You know what I mean? If it's a differentiator that could, make somebody look your way that otherwise wasn't. Now, look, of course, I'm never going to fricking do that. It's ridiculous. But if some solo op that said, hey, $2,500 all day, maybe somebody that met with your company and you're like, okay, well, it's $2,200 for 6 hours and you have to add hours. Maybe I've turned a head that's like, hey, that's a good deal. You get all day for just a couple $100 more. But you still got to make sure you're making money that's equates to your value. But just devil's advocate. Of course, you're right. Don Carlo, what do you think about all-day pricing?
I will say no. Yeah, you said stop doing it because, like you said, like Rich said, you have to value yourself. So you're not, no. Just a no.
And usually the people that are doing all-day pricing, it's $9.95.
I know, it sucks.
You know what I mean? It's the bottom feeder.
I had to say something different, otherwise we're going to tie the whole damn show. All right. I had to make something up. Do I get extra points for making up on the fly an answer that
saving the episode
sounded kind of
saving
credible?
The episode.
I'm trying to save myself and save the episode. All right, Mickey.
This last one's a bit of a detailed situation. Here you go. You've prepped and checked every piece of equipment that you're going to be giving to a DJ to do 2 proms. The first prom, everything works perfectly. The second, however, the DJ can't get the computer to work. No matter what troubleshooting is done, it still won't work. Lights and all other equipment are all set up, and DJ pulls out an iPad and DJs the whole prom with that iPad. Without asking the owner/manager, the DJ returns the payment check that they were given. Do you just eat it to save face, or do you hit up the client for at least a partial payment so they still get a discounted event, but it's not a total loss for you?
In this case, it's based on how this is worded with how this is going to go for me. Now, this is a real world situation. I know it is because I responded to it on a DJ forum this week that this actually happened. And the way it was worded on that forum question, it sounded to me like the DJ didn't pull out the iPad. Like somebody had the iPad, right? Not him. There was no backup solution. Like a student had an iPad and he plugged it in and did the prom off of YouTube or something. And then the DJ made the decision to tell the school, hey, look, now this one's on us. So in this case, if it's worded just like that, then I'm going to say, look, I'm going to back up the DJ's decision because we as a business owner have failed him. We failed the client. Number one, we failed the DJ. Like, I'm surprised this guy doesn't quit. Can you imagine being in that situation where you work for somebody, they just send you out with any backups and you got to face
paralyzing
500 students? Like, it's the worst. I would walk off and never come back. I'd go work at Target after that. You're like, how could you ever come back from that? So I think you have to back up the DJ's decision. They did the best they could in the moment to tell the school, hey, we'll get him next year. I would back up the DJ and tell him, hey, look, you made the right decision. I appreciate you doing that and doing whatever you could. Let's talk about a backup solution for next time. And I think I'm gonna have to wash my hands of it because I think the ownership failed, not this DJ. Did the best they could.
Now you're gonna make me sound like the a-hole.
Maybe.
Gosh. All right, so if this actually would have happened, I'm choosing that option all day. But the thing I have an issue with is the DJ took it upon themselves to make that command decision on behalf of the company, which is completely out of their role.
Sure.
You know, I don't know if the advisor had asked for it or whatever, but you don't, I mean, I want to speak to the owner, the manager, whatever. That conversation is going to be had on Monday. That's not for the DJ to do. So I would be flaming pissed that if one of our employees took the command decision of saying, hey, you know what, this $2,500 event is on us. You have ownership or management level make that decision. Maybe there could be something worked out. I mean, you got a couple days between Friday or Saturday and Monday. You know, things sort of calm down. Maybe there's a partial payment, but yeah, I mean, that does it for me.
Don Carlo, who wins?
I mean, you guys both have a great, beautiful point. And if I was a DJ, yeah, I will say, you know what, you handle it with my boss. If I was the owner, I would have backed out the DJ. So it's, again, for me, it's a draw again.
It's a no-win situation. Yeah,
it's tough.
All right, I know I won that one. All right, Mick, you were calling that a victory for me. I'm just saying.
I'll give that one to John.
All right,
because we did. He's not coming back next episode.
Yeah, they're good.
All right.
Yo.
Hey, you just caught a segment of Beats Per Minute, the game show of competitive DJ debate. If you want to see the episode of The Real DJ Show that this came from in its entirety, make sure you check out the link in the description. Of course, we want to know what you think, so blow up the comment section below and join the debate. Of course, we always want you along, so make sure you like this video, subscribe to our channel, and ring the little bell for all of our new content. Hey, we'll see you next time.